How to place a parlay on Bovada. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how to place a parlay, and the sportsbook we are using is Bovada. It's my favorite sportsbook. If you want to join, check out the link in the description. So first of all, what is a parlay? So a parlay is basically when you place bets, multiple bets. So whether it's on basketball, so you're betting on multiple games, or whether it's UFC fights, you're placing more than one bet and you're betting an amount, but in order for you to win money, let's say you bet on 5 different games and you do a $100 parlay, you have to win all 5. So it's an all or nothing play. So let me go ahead and show you guys some examples, and we'll use a couple different sports to give you a better idea of how this works. So first thing, I have to pick a sport. So what we'll do is we'll just go with UFC first. So with UFC, it's pretty basic. So with UFC, you just have to pick a winner. There's no point spread. So if it's basketball or it's like baseball or football, there's going to be like a point spread, and then there's going to be a money line. So with UFC, pretty basic. And let me show you how much money you can actually make by doing a parlay. So we'll just bet on a few different fights, and we'll just pick up. Obviously, if you bet on underdogs, you're going to make a lot more money. And if there's a huge underdog, meaning if there's like a huge plus on someone like plus 350, you're gonna win a lot of money by including that. So for example, let's just go with, most of these are pretty close, they're not very lopsided, so let's just take some random ones over here. So if you do a 3-fight parlay, and let's say you risk $100, so if you hit all 3 of these fights, for example, you would win $787. Now what if I add one more? So that same 100, now you're winning almost $2,000, $1,940. And you could do up to 12 different bets. And it doesn't have to be the same sport. You could combine basketball, football, baseball, you name it, with the UFC or whatever the sport is. So let's do 5. I usually like to do between 2 to 3 usually, and they're pretty easy to hit for me when I have high conviction on a bet. Sometimes I'll bet a smaller amount, and I'll do like 5 or 10 fights. But look, $100, you can make a 40x return with 5 different fights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right there. Now obviously 6, let's see, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, so 12. I believe 12 is the maximum you can do. So let's say you risk that same 100. So obviously the odds are very low for you to hit a 12 bet parlay, right? So that same 100, for example, if you hit this whole thing, with obviously the winners that I have mostly underdogs in here. They're slight underdogs, not big underdogs. You'd win $329,000. Obviously, the odds of that happening are very low, like I said. But just want to show you guys what you can do, and you could pick your amount. It doesn't have to be $100. It could be $10. It could be $1,000. Right? It's up to you. So that's that. And I already have an account, but over here it's going to say place bet. You're going to click place bet, and within a second or two, your bet's going to be in. And once it's in, it's finalized. So let's clear this. And that was an example using UFC fights. So just to make it a little bit more fun, rather than betting on one fight, you could start doing parlays, right? If you're trying to hit, like 20, 50, 100 times your money. And it's very possible, although the odds are low. So let's check out a different sport right now. Let's see basketball. I think there's summer league going on right now. So there's also live betting. So you could do live betting over here, but I'll save that for a different video. Let's see. A lot of these games are already started. I wanted a few more games, so there's not really enough games on. Let's see baseball. So a lot of these are in play as well. So let's go for tomorrow's games. So obviously, we're gonna just do the money line over here. We won't play the spread. You can also play the spread as well. So obviously with money line, you just pick a winner. With the spread, they have to win by a certain amount of points, whether it's baseball, basketball, football, like I said. So baseball, same thing, right? So we'll take the Mets, we'll take the Jays, and we'll take the Red Sox. You hit this over here, 100, brings you $622. From what I've seen, if the odds are pretty close, if it's not lopsided, a 3-team parlay is going to get you about a 6x return. So if the odds are pretty even or close to even, you're going to get about a 6x return. So over here it's a plus 100, plus 130, and then I have the favorite over here. So odds are pretty close. Overall, I'm getting a 6x return. You get your $100 back. On top of that, you get $622. Same thing with baseball. You could keep betting. You know, you could do as many bets as you want. So we'll do like 7 or 8 right here. See what that brings us. So that same 100, for example, right there, we're at $11,000, $11,358. Let's say you want to do a couple more. The more bets you add, your return goes up significantly. So we're gonna go from 11,000 now to 46,000. But remember, guys, you have to hit all of them. So it's all or nothing. So say with these bets, whatever this is, 9 or 10 of them, you win 9 out of 10, but you lose 1. You don't win anything. So you might want to use a combination of parlays with a combination of just standalone bets where you just place a bet on one game. Maybe you could bet, for example, if you're betting on all these games, right? I'm just using random numbers. You could bet $100 on. You could bet $1,000 on each game, but for your parlay, you could do $100, right? Or you could do $100 for each individual game, and then on the parlay, you could do $10 or $20, $50, right? So it's up to you. Those decisions are for you to make. I just wanted to show you guys how to place a parlay. So yeah, so let me know in the comment section below if you've hit any parlays on Bovada. If you're new to Bovada, there is a link in the description for you to join the sportsbook. You're going to be able to earn a bonus by using that link. I'll also have a link to my bookie. That's my second favorite sportsbook. So check that out in the link in the description. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.